is Melanie Paran. I am a graduate student at the Mark School of Public and International Affairs at Baruch College. I'm here to talk to you about free tuition and how it's not enough. Now, the conversation of free tuition has been taking place in many homes across the country, from California to New York to Tennessee and even in the White House. State legislators are paying close attention now more than ever before to the ways that they can provide access to higher education for all of their citizens. While a high school degree used to be adequate for many jobs, research estimates that by 2020, nearly 70% of all jobs will require some sort of post-secondary training, certificate, or degree. As college becomes more important to American societies, the difficulties for paying for that education has really only risen. Trends in financial support of colleges show that the burden is falling increasingly on students. According to the U.S. Department of Education, an average price for attending a four-year public university increased by $1,700 between 2008 and 2012, and by $3,900 for a four-year private school. For full-time undergraduate students at public university, that means that the average price was about $23,000 in 2011 through 2012, and about $43,000 for a private nonprofit institution. Now, it's important to remember that this does not only include tuition. This includes fees, it includes books, housing, food, transportation, and personal expenses. These statistics have prompted many states to consider strategies for improving opportunities for students to have options for both college and careers after school. Some states have addressed this issue by considering alternatives such as making college tuition free. On January 9, 2015, President Obama proposed for a federal-state partnership modeled after recent state legislation to provide free tuition access to all community college students. Now, free tuition community colleges have been viewed as a way to ensure equality of opportunity. However, while calls to reduce tuition sound great, former president of Vassar College, Catherine Hill, expressed that these proposals for reform would not sufficiently target the students most affected by rising college costs and debt burdens, which are students of middle and low income backgrounds. In New York, Governor Cuomo approved a free tuition plan at both the state and city universities. However, missing from the debate was whether the money will be spent where it's needed the most. The director of state operations said that part of the reason for free tuition plan is to increase the graduation rate. But what was unclear was if there was any understanding that what's more important and integral to increasing the graduation rate is increasing the low student retention rate. Increasing the retention rate requires addressing a growing college readiness gap fostered by complex socioeconomic barriers to college-level student achievement. In an age of growing economic inequality, expanding and improving education is the most friendly way to ease widening income disparities. But just sending people to college is not working. Recent research shows that income gains from enrolling in college is actually riskier than ever before. While on average college does pay off, you take a chance that the debt and years of foregone earnings won't increase your income after all. It's not a sure bet. One might only earn $200,000 more in a lifetime with a college degree, but if you drop out, your odds of out-earning a high school graduate are not as good. You may earn slightly more, but if you end up in a low-earning track, your time in college was a waste of time and money. College is a risky bet, but it's a bigger risk to go and to not finish. It has been argued that free tuition may induce more people to enroll, but it will do little to increase the number of graduates and earnings. The authors of the College Wage Risk Study suggest that some people just don't belong in college, and those who are bordering waste their time and money by even enrolling. But it doesn't square away the fact that students of low-income families tend to be the ones who struggle and drop out. The dropout rate suggests that there's something going on, something that is masked by a deeper problem that free tuition can't fix. A study conducted by the Long Island Center of Social Economic Policy found that students who do not persist through college are much more likely to enroll in remedial education, have a GED, come from zip codes that typically reflect communities with higher household poverty levels, come from lower socioeconomic background, and have lower household education attainment. These students also tested into basic education programs and are typically attending college on a less than full time basis, which in many instances makes them not eligible for either the Pell Grant or tuition assistance program. These are the students who would benefit the most from free tuition aid and support because they are most vulnerable and not graduating. However, any policy reducing tuition to zero actually primarily benefits students whose families earn the most. Lowering tuition would make less impact on moderate to low income students if they already receive some sort of need based financial aid grants that reduces their net price. Catherine Hill of Vassar College argues that rather than free tuition, we need targeted policies that result in more money for need based aid. While lowering the net price would reduce the need for students and their families to borrow for college, federal student loan programs will remain an important tool to improving college access. We must have resources that address the factors that contribute to low income students struggling in college. The City University of New York, CUNY, launched a pilot program in its community college system called Accelerated Study in Associate Programs, ASAP. It not only offers tuition assistance, more importantly, it offers emotional support, tutoring, and accountability to help low income students succeed. The program so far has been very effective. 50% of students in the program graduated compared to just 17% across all of CUNY. Additionally, the program increased the number of students who went to four-year institutions by 7.8%, 25% compared to just 17% in the control group. Programs like ASAP are expensive and labor intensive, but they make college pay off for those who need it, which is a much better use of money than free tuition for all. The real goal is to improve college access and affordability for students of low income families, as it should be. Stronger need based financial aid policies and well structured borrowing are a far better strategy. The federal, state, and local governments should continue to research the economic impact of a free tuition program for community college and same state run institutions. Government should also continue to research tuition free models and the mechanisms behind each program. But being able to borrow for education increases students' options. Without federal loan programs, many students could only attend the schools that their families could afford from their current incomes and savings. A free tuition college plan must benefit those most in need. We must make sure that low income students not only have the resources to attend college, but also the option to afford a quality education. We must not eliminate resources like federal loan programs, and we must consider the ways to lower the net price of college and retain at risk student populations in order to make college a risk worth taking. Thank you.